Getting views and subscribers on YouTube requires one thing: getting better. And today I'm going to give you the 3 things to look at in your video process that's going to move the needle fast. I'm going to call this thing 1, thing 2, and thing 3. Very technical, I know. The first thing you need to look at is whether you actually know who you're talking to. And this sounds so basic, but most people get this part wrong. When I look at channels that aren't growing, the most common problem that I see isn't the camera quality or the editing. I mean, I see that too. Sometimes it is that. But it's that the video is trying to talk to everybody or anybody. And what I mean is that the topic is just too broad. And here's the way I like to think about it. Think about your topics this way. Imagine that if every problem your viewer had was a splinter in their finger. And every video you make should be pulling out that specific splinter for that one specific person. Think about it literally. If you had a splinter in your finger, how bad would you want to solve that problem right now? You'd find the splinter and you'd get it out. It would be one problem, one person, one video. This is how you make your videos. So let me give you an example. I'm a member of a Facebook group for new YouTubers, and I joined it years ago. And there's this one young lady that every time she posts a video, she'll come into the Facebook group and she asks, why is nobody watching my videos? Not only can I see why nobody's watching, but many others can see it too because they tell her in the comments. But she ignores them completely. 1 week she posts about glamour makeup. 3 weeks from now she posts about seeing the tigers at a fair that she went to. And then the next is about a trip to Germany she took. They're telling her that nobody's going to watch her videos because they don't care about her trip to the fair and that she's all over the place. But yet, her question is, should I change my title and thumbnail? And that's what she works on. She changes it over and over. She ignores the obvious thing that's right there in front of her. It's not about her titles and thumbnails. It's because she isn't talking to anybody. She's talking to herself, basically. So I want you to look at your channel and think about it in that way. When I started paying attention to what my audience actually needed, their exact splinters, everything started changing my thought process because they would come to me as complete beginners, which is a splinter in itself. But as they started posting, more splinters or more specific problems started showing up, like camera confidence or how to write a title that gets clicks or how to find topics to talk about. So then I had to make videos that pulled those specific splinters out for them. So before you film your next video, ask yourself, who is sitting on the other side of that camera and what's the one problem I'm solving for them today? And if you can't answer that clearly, your viewer won't be able to either. Pull out that one splinter for that one person in that one video. So thing 2, the second thing to look at is your analytics, but not the way most people look at them, because I know most beginners, they'll open their YouTube studios, see that their subscriber number hasn't changed and they see a low view count, they feel bad, they close it never to open it again. That's not what your analytics are for. I want you to think about your analytics like a bullseye. There's 3 rings. The outside rings is your impressions. YouTube is showing your video to people. The middle ring is your click-through rate. People are actually clicking on it. And the center is watch time. People are staying to watch. Each ring will tell you something different. If your impressions are low, like under 300 or 400, YouTube doesn't know who to show your video to yet. That's a clarity problem. You need to get clear on who you're making your videos for. If your impressions are okay, but your click-through rate is low, like under 2%, people are seeing your video and scrolling right past. That's a thumbnail and title problem. You really want to aim for your click-through rate to be 5 to 8% or more. In the early stages, it usually hovers around 3 to 6%, and that's okay too. And a little side note here, in the early hours after posting a video, you could have a very high CTR. It's normal to see that number dipping over time though, because that means YouTube is still sending your video out to more people. But if it dips too much, then you probably have a title and thumbnail problem. If people are clicking but leaving early, this is on your retention graph, your content isn't delivering on the promise you made in the title and the thumbnail. That's a content problem or a hook problem. 3 completely different problems with 3 completely different fixes. It's either clarity around your audience, your titles and thumbnails, or it's your hook in your content. Your analytics are literally telling you which of your splinters to pull out next. You just have to know how to read it. And if you're ready to get good at YouTube, you should join my school community. We talk all things YouTube, for beginners to more advanced topics. And I'll put the link in the description. Come join us. So now on to thing 3. The third thing you need to look at is whether or not you're actually getting better from video to video, or are you just showing up posting videos and hoping for the best. There's a big difference between making videos and getting better at making videos. Consistency matters, of course, but consistency alone is not going to grow your channel. You have to be paying attention. I sat down recently with a pen and a piece of paper and I wrote out every single problem and every single thing that I needed to get better at to make my channel work. And when I looked at that list, I realized something. I didn't improve because I kept uploading more. I improved because I paid attention to what wasn't working and I fixed it on purpose. I mean, there was a lot of stuff I had to fix. I'm still fixing things. But that's what I want for you. Every video is a chance to do one thing better than the last. Not 10 things, but one thing. Maybe your next video you're going to focus on your hook. Maybe the one after that you work on not looking down at your notes. Maybe you try a different thumbnail style and see what happens to your click-through rate. But I want you to get better at least 1% every video you make. 1% better every single time adds up a whole lot faster than you think. Just make a pact with yourself that you're going to fix one thing every video. Getting views and subscribers, it's not a mystery. It's a result. They come when you get clear on who you're talking to, when you start listening to what your analytics are already telling you, and when you commit to improving intentionally with every video you make. That's how you get better at YouTube. And getting better is how you're going to get paid. And if you want to learn how I made my first $1,000 on this channel, you can check out this video here. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.